Morning everybody, Cargo Bike Life. Today we're going to do a review of a new cleaning tool that I have. And it is this. The Park Tool Cyclone Chain Cleaner. The CM 5.3. It's a chain scrubber. Now I love Park Tools. Park Tools makes, in my opinion, the best bicycle tools there are. I bought this at my local bike shop, Schellers. It was $26.99, and if it works well, it'll be money well spent. Because your drivetrain, your chain, your derailleurs, your crank, your freewheel or cassette is one of the most important parts of your bicycle. Because if it malfunctions, you don't go. You go nowhere. So let's get this open. I've already read the instructions for it. One of the first things you have to do is put your chain on the smallest cog on your cassette or freewheel, which I've already done. Now the other thing about this is it says that if you cannot pedal your bike backwards, you have to orientate it in a different fashion. There's a little wheel up there with some brushes. That's the top of it. This is the bottom. These are cleaning wheels, and this is a little sponge that helps dry the chain as it exits. So what they tell you is they want you to use it pedaling your bike backwards, your chain backwards. If for any reason you cannot pedal it backwards, like on some e-bikes, I guess all I can do is go forward, then you have to orientate the sponge in a different way, and that decides where this little handle goes on. But since I can pedal my bike backwards, and the chain will be exiting the cleaner, this is the way that it will go on there. So I'm going to attach this handle, and then it wants you to, and this chain is very dirty. Here's a clean paper towel. And you can see how nasty the chain is. Very, very dirty. So let's give this thing a try. See how good it works. We're going to push this down in there. Okay, I thought it would hold itself on there, but since it does not, we're going to put some cleaning fluid in it first. And Park has a chain cleaning tool, and the only reason I have not ordered it and used it is because it's, to me, a toxic chemical. And I don't like toxic chemicals. So what we're going to use is some Simple Green. This is concentrated Simple Green. So we're going to pour some of this in there because Simple Green is real good at removing grease. So we're going to pour some of this in there. And since it's concentrated, I'm only going to put a little bit of water in there. A little bit to the fill line, because there is a fill line on there. Okay. There's the fill line, and we are at the fill line. So now we'll reattach it here, pushing it down on the brushes and the little sponge. We're going to put the lid on there. Maybe I have it backwards. I probably have it backwards. There we go. Then there's some little clips. Now it'll stay on there by itself. Look at that. Look at how much grease is on that chain. Okay. Now we're simply going to hold this and we're going to rotate the pedals backwards. Ooh, chain came off. Try it again. Chain wants, maybe I'm holding it. There we go. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever used this. And they want you to do 30 rotations is what they want you to do. And I have not been counting. Oop, 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 oop. I think what's happening is I'm not holding it in an orientation to keep the chain on there. Maybe I'm going too fast. Like I said, I forgot to count. I'm going to assume that's 30. I can see the little Z symbol on the chain in the center. Let's open it up. See what it looks like inside. Well, it is pretty black. It was a pretty green color before, now it's pretty black. I've got a jug right here that I'm going to pour that into. Because unfortunately at my shop I do not have a sink and all of that. And I had a piece of cardboard to put on the floor, but unfortunately I also forgot to bring that. Now we're going to rinse it out. A little clean water in there. Oh, there's also, I meant to point out, there's a magnet at the bottom. So any little metal pieces that come off your chain from any wear on any of the parts, they collect at the bottom. And you can see down there, if you can see that, it has collected quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oop. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to do it again. Because that chain to me, let me see, let's take a look. Let's see how dirty it is. The color, the original color was there, like real black. This color is a little lighter, could be because of the water on it. But we're going to do it again. But this time, we're going to use some Dawn. And I love Dawn because Dawn is great at taking grease away. So we're going to put some Dawn in there. Whoa. And then we're going to put some water in there to the fill line. We're going to do it again. Here we go, second. And you got to kind of push the chain in. You got to push this in a little bit. If you're not paying attention and you pull it this way, it's going to come off the crank. So just push it in a little bit as you turn it. That kind of helps keep the chain oriented where it needs to be. Yep. That water is black again. Just black. Hope you can see that. But it's just black again. So apparently it is pulling off a lot of the grease and grime and the little metal shavings. Rinse it out. Let's take a look. I'm going to put a rag on it. Just gently pull it through there. Get all that moisture off there. Very, very light now. It is, in my opinion, it has worked very well, even in between. I don't know if you can see that, but in between on the little rollers, it seems to be pretty clean. Nothing on my hand. I mean, my fingers are dirty from when I started, but the middle of my hand, running it through there, nothing coming off. I mean, a little bit of light right there, but I'd say that worked pretty well, and it was fairly simple. It was quick. Didn't have to remove the chain from the bike like I used to. I used to remove it, take a brush and scrub it, but that worked pretty well. One time with the Simple Green, and then one time with the Dawn. I think the Dawn probably works better than the Simple Green at removing grease. Dawn's pretty good at removing grease. Of course, I do need to clean all the other parts of the drivetrain, but I'd say that did a pretty damn good job. So, in my opinion, this is a very nice little tool and well worth the money I spent, because I like to try to keep my drivetrain clean. I like to try to keep my bikes very clean. So that's my review of the Park Tool Cyclone CM 5.3 chain scrubber. And right here it tells you it's got hundreds of rotating bristles, scrubs chain clean, magnetic collects metallic parts, special wicking sponge minimizes drips, detachable handle for control. So, in my opinion, well worth the money. Let's check out that little magnet. Does that, I think it comes off there. Yep, pops right out of there. And now once the magnet's removed, looks like it has a little rubber housing in there that this attaches to. So now all the debris is just trapped down inside there. See that? It's just trapped in there, so you can just rinse it out. Probably should have done it the other way. Now I shot it towards the sponge, or maybe I should just remove the sponge. Like I said, it's the first time I've used this, so let's try it again. Let's rinse it again. Yeah, you can see a lot of little metal particulates sitting in there. This is a very well designed tool. I like the removable magnet. It's very smart on Park Tools part to put that in there. Probably better to rinse it towards that wheel. Seems to work better. And like if I was at home, I could just run this under the sink. You know, or if you have a shop with a sink, you could really rinse it out good, which I'll take it home and rinse it out good because I'm not going to leave it all nastified and dirty. Maybe one day I'll have a shop with a sink and all that in it. Snaps right back on there. We'll take that home and get it cleaned up real good. But it does work extremely well. Highly recommended. It's Cargo Bike Life. Signing out. Y'all ride safe. Be careful. Have a good day.